6 o'clock in the evening here in Stockholm, Sweden, and we're coming to you live with this coverage of the Stockholm Ladies Curling Cup. My name is Armin Harder, and tonight we will feature USA Christensen against China Wang in this quarterfinal action. And here we see the playoff bracket. Pats, Jackson, Christensen, Wang, Hasselberg, Sidorova, Tiransoni, and Kim all qualifying to the quarterfinals out of a total group of 20. Jenna Martin, Taylor Anderson, Sarah Anderson, and Corey Christensen at skip make up the American team with coach Phil Dropnik. And the Chinese team, which we just saw recently, Ma Jiying, Li Jinli, Zhao Yang, Wang Binyu at skip, and Tan Weidong at coaching. And we're about ready to get underway here with quarterfinal action. 20 teams began, down to the final 8, knockout from here.
That's aggressive. No, I was saying that she could do it by herself, just making sure that you're going to do it. Do by yourself.
Total prize of 330,000 Swedish krona. That's about 40,000 US. And 11,000, 111,000 Swedish krona for the winner, the finalist. And that is about 14,000 US. So lots of money on the line here for these teams, and important world ranking points. And Jenna Martin will get the game underway. And ends up with a short center guard.
15-4.
Ice has been really good all weekend. Mike Reed, Canadian Swiss ice maker living in Switzerland and doing ice and Beal, is here as we watch Ma Jingyi delivering her first rock. Corey Christensen currently ranked 39th in the world, playing against Wang Binyu, ranked 17th. And both these teams with a 3-1 record. Throughout this competition, Christensen lost to Pats in the final game. They had a 3-0 record until the last game against Pats.
Nice throw.
Chinese lead hits and rolls out.
Time to capitalize here.
Christensen indicating she wants to draw behind the yellow guard that's up front. Taylor Anderson.
8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 10, 8, 9, 8, 9, 7, 8, 8, only line, 8, 9, 9. It's not that heavy.
The rock's starting to move. Looks like it went a little bit sideways at the end.
You're right. That's okay. You're fast. Okay. Hello. A lot comes off. Yeah. 85 split.
Louis Jinli with her first rock in this first end. Trying a double takeout here on the guards, and she makes it. And just slides into the top of the rings. Good way to start a game with a double takeout. Chinese, we saw, had a very good game against Sidorova in the last round robin game. He covered. Didn't make too many mistakes. Caught this Russian team a little, they were a little off, so it was a fairly one-sided affair.
Okay.
And with those guards removed up front, we'll probably see a fairly straight open takeout game throughout the rest of the end. Chinese roll out. Christensen indicating she wants to go into the center of the rings. Wang has the hammer.
We had one rock down this path that should be close to speed. Yep.
Sarah Anderson.
More guys! Yep. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 2. 3. Yep, come on, get in here. Go, go, go. 3, 2. Yep, yep. 2. 2. Good sweep. Yeah, you had 20 on it? I did. Good sweeping.
Su Yang, third of the Chinese team. Peels off the guard.
Okay, let's make this one. Let's go. A little more. 3, 4. 3. 1 more, girls. 3. Go, come on, go. Hard, here. You got it, guys. You got it, guys. Hard, the next one. Right here. Good sweep. Nice sweeping. Okay. Just looks like okay. Yeah.
Just think of that 5%, like that helped me a lot when I was
Yeah, yeah. 19.
and 5.
Yep. You got it.
So tonight we'll be showing the quarterfinal, and then again tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Stockholm time, we will have the semifinals, and at 1 o'clock in the afternoon we'll be showing the final. Down to the last 8 as we watch Corey Christensen throwing her first.
9, yep, 9-5, yep. Hard, hard, right to it. Hard, yep, hard. You're good, yep. Good sweep. 9-4.
And the nose hit.
Good throw. 9-4. Okay. It was good. Yeah. Good sweeping. There you go.
这个感觉没太往上。
人这组打好快啊！
You got it.
哦，天光也这么大。
9-5. Close. Yep. 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 You're good. Nice. 9-7.
Sweet.
Good throw. Pretty consistent curl.
So Betty will be trying to
Good weights
clear
there.
this rock out,
968.
peel it out, and lose her shooter and try and maintain the hammer going into the second end. On to the last rock here in the first of this quarterfinal. Doesn't quite roll out, so
One blue.
takes the one, and
Nice
Christensen
end.
gets the
Good job.
cheap hammer.
先站位，先站位。行，行，站位。
And after this first end, 1-0 for
Yeah.
Chinese team.
Yeah. Yeah. We can only play stuff on that.
Yeah. That was nice.
15秒都进营了，现在。对。
You see the hair? Yeah. Staring at it.
我传23。
Take your gloves off. Sorry.
Did you take your hands?
I took Advil.
还可以。下楼开，实力量。
23。
OK。
没那么滑。
OK， 下楼切，实力量3圈。
23。
可以稍微下点线。
2。
OK。
让他下线。
下线，下线，下线，下线，下线，下线，下线，下线。OK。
Second end here of the Stockholm Ladies Curling Cup.
俩一起刷，我感觉差不多。
Wang put up the center guard. Christensen going for the corner and
绣花。
looking like we'll see some offense in this end. Both teams making aggressive calls.
Good throw. What'd you have? 426. What'd you
So
get?
this is the H-Heat Curling Club here in Demlerid in just outside of Stockholm. We're down to using 4 sheets tonight. Pretty good draw, just a little bit short.
感觉出的就是不太。
都的大。
嗯。
这个多少？You got this。不知道是兜的大有点飞时，还是早点擦。
这个球感觉没跟。
Half open.
5, 6.
And Martin will try and remove that.
6.
Oh, she's going around the corner guard.
7. 5. 5.
No line yet.
4. 4, 5.
Taylor, you gotta go.
Lots of room.
Hard take. Hard take. Go.
Gonna drag it back as far as I can.
Yep. Come on, Taylor. Go.
Curl out of it.
Okay.
She gets to the tee line.
Is she on the broom there?
Yeah.
Good throw. Nice judge.
啊。他这个进球多少力量
14秒7。多少weight? Oh, sorry, I didn't know if you asked.
They're a young team. This is the American team. Around 22. Silver medal at the World Junior Championships in 2016. And will be partaking in the U.S. Olympic trials this season.
Go save it. 我刚放鞋套，鞋套踩不住了。
我这鞋套也大了。
Yep.
这一开始都在偏那边，进前线稍微掉一点。好的。
以前一年也换不了
Chinese
这
team,
鞋。
a far more seasoned team. Wang Binyu and her third being world champions in 2009. Off.
Nice shot.
Excellent shot. Opened the guard, took the one off the forefoot, and the other one back behind the tee lines.
Nice one, Tay.
Wang has a hammer, so corner guard's set up. And with that blue rock behind the tee line, that'll... No, Wang does not have a hammer. It's not a good place for it. Needed to leave that higher up in the house.
Here you go, Tay.
Christensen finding a takeout on it. games in
9-5.
play. Hasselberg and Sidorova. No score after one end there.
9.
Sony playing
8-7.
against Kim from Korea. As we see a
That
double
works.
takeout, and the U.S. rock rolls out 2. Kim takes 1 in the first end. Pats against Jackson.
Nice.
Lena Pats,
was an
2015
8-5.
world champion. Against the Scottish,
Good throw, Tay.
young Scottish
Good
team.
job.
Pats takes 1 in the first end.
7.
A little risky going around these corner guards and then being deep like that.
Take the freeze.
Christensen can come down and play on top of it.
Yeah.
15秒，
That's what
这
she's
个动作有
indicating.
点大，我感觉动作有点大，出手
Yeah,
没
I
大
think it's
胆
a
给，
speed
往
here.
外塞一点。
这个15秒。
多好了。
A very good rough for the Chinese there.
那我觉得我的溜球里算不错的了，我那个。
Keep it some. Keep it some.
7, 5, 7, 8. Where? 6, 7, 6, 7. Mine's good. 8, 7, 8.
Room.
8.
Looks like more than that.
丢一点。我这个吊线好大呀。
A little bit too long.
看这14.4都能磕。
So both teams struggling a little bit with the weight here in the early ends.
Sorry. No, I thought it was fine. I had a far one. Gave it a little. Well, you didn't sweep it, so thanks.
11秒5。11秒5。上线。不要。擦擦。
Sure.
这12秒是1秒8厘。
Yeah.
场地真挺直。
What weight? Board weight. Okay.
You got it.
这边儿太滑了。
我说我那没给多少钱。
Board up. Board. 11.
Lots of room.
Board up. 11.
11. Now rock's fairly exposed. Wang can get an inside roll here. She'll be in front of the
What's my
tee
time
line
on that?
with that roll.
Okay. Just popped it.
Yeah. Yeah, just ran pretty straight.
嗯，完了感觉滑。
对，
Yeah, it
特
seems
别
like it's
滑。
running straight on the side of the sideline, and then when it gets over it, it just starts going.
把这个打稍微往里甩一点。
行。
10秒51秒。10秒51秒。
我给上错了。
等上哪儿？
他一呼我就发现了，我就不能喊了。
Sorry. 太尴尬。我给上错了。
可自然了，我知道你上。
我寻思怎么黄到打黄的了呢？
一引弧我就发现了，
但是我是打的是
Same thing. Yeah.
Because of playing
Yeah,
the
I
wrong
like
colored
board.
rock.
Exactly what
Okay,
you just
it's
threw.
done.
I had to do like here.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna stick with the same broom.
Okay. I was pretty positive it's fine.
Kind of played on this cheap in the last draw. They have the other color rocks. Maybe that's probably what they end up taking the wrong color.
Board weight. Board. Okay. Get the roll. You got it, Claire.
Board!
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa!
11-5.
Whoa! Almost a nose.
Again, that rock is exposed. Both teams having difficulty trying to get on the inside of it.
Good weight. 11-4. It just same as mine, just positive to the broom. It's scary to give up less ice because then
I know. I'm bored, I know. See, maybe we could have called it on and try to get the double that way, but. 行，加油！
yeah.
Okay. Drop.
Yeah.
Chinese hitting 2. Christensen
Yeah,
now
you got
having
it.
to draw. Forced to take her 1. She'll need a full 8-foot white ring.
Okay.
Let me see here. She'll need to be better than that top blue one. Closer to the middle.
You practice? Yeah.
Draw weight throughout the weekend's been very consistent. Should have this down.
Line's good. Line's good.
Go ahead.
Right to tee. Right to tee.
Pretty controlled from here.
Line's good, guys. Right to tee line. 15-2. 15-2.
Good throw.
And right on the button.
1.
In the 4-foot.
Good throw.
So-
Good sweep.
1 point for the Americans,
job.
and that ties up the game at 1 each after 2 ends of play. Here
That was
in
nice.
Dunderry.
Thought we
Good end.
just to make our hit and rolls. Yeah.
Super straight. Was it saying straighter on that?
Just on this side of the center line.
Go! 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 我一抬头到这儿，我一抬头，怎么是黄球打黄球呢？
他引弧我就发现了，因为我在这指点上咔，哎呦，怎么黄球呢？
You got this. Tight.
Again, Martin getting the third end underway. So
It's 1-2, 1-2.
having a point. Side up. Wang has the hammer, playing Blue Rocks.
Hard take. Yep, get it too, girl. Hard. Yep. Go, go, go. Touch the center line. Touch the center line.
Looking like a fairly long center guard, right on the center line. Be interesting to see what Wang does. And she will use that center guard and go around it.
Down.
To the out turn.
Nice throw, Jenna. Nice feet. What'd you get on it? 26.
Margin.
15秒大。
A pretty good drawaway in her last game, so this is looking quite all right. Lots of room past the guards. Got to curl quite a bit to get any kind of cover.
是不是太大了？给的。是有点赛的太大了，这个是。
行，我知道
Fairly
了。
exposed.
这个感觉可能觉得力量小了，力量也大，然后点也大，赛的很。
往外面就大，
就感觉可降速。下的慢。
我看，要不下前台，估计停发型室了。
Working it. Over curling. Oh, she misses it on the inside.
Hey, it's going to the hack.
I had a 13-1 on it.
Might have been a little bit short.
OK。
Good throw.
Yep.
4秒55秒。
I think we could probably throw like 10-5s at those too.
They're wide open, right?
Yeah.
给大了，不擦不擦，不擦不擦，量大。
7、8、7、6、7、6下线7、7、8、8、8，后区10、10。
这个给大了，给我推，好行。
14秒6，太好了。
So Taylor Ensign will try this shot again. Try and sit and roll behind the guard. Playing fairly quiet weight. Make sure it doesn't over curl this time. Just off the nose. Doesn't look like it went far enough. I think it's still fairly open.
Good throw.
Good throw, Tay. Nice weight. There's a little bit more.
Liu
12.5，
Jinyu.
猜一猜了，12秒，OK，猜一猜了，猜一猜了，继续，哇，力量，12秒了，下线，OK，
我随便。
他们打这个球是13秒的力量，你这是12秒，所以不用那么着急。
Good, nice roll.
OK。
我着急。
So Wang's got sitting two, fairly spread out.
9-5
Americans will try and hit this on the inside and roll a little more to the center. No, that's not going to happen. She rolls out instead. And Wang can now
Hanging there?
try and draw behind this guard.
Okay.
Here, it was nice.
He's not doing that though. Indication of his broom. Looks as if drawing to the other side, not using that guard.
Good throw. She just said that you're hitting the broom when you're.
Just draw to the open side.
5、6，OK，练都可以先放一放。6，OK，5，下线球，要踩下线球。下了 OK， 继续力量。4、5，OK， 继续发球，发球都可以。加油，郑姐，踩球。OK， 踩哟。加油，郑姐，踩球。Go save it。好球。
Here we go, Sarah.
我感觉差不多。他已经来拍。
We want to keep her shooter this time. And she does get the roll to the middle.
Nice job. Sounds like a little roll.
Miss from the Chinese.
Yes, guys.
Sorry.
Well controlled. That control now to the Americans. Does not miss.
Good sweep, guys.
Good throw.
Thanks. Some calls.
I don't know.
Yeah.
你的三分线直吗？好像不直吧。那你自己感觉你这个塞的很大吗？
Yeah, you do.
不大，但我感觉就是
5, just if we clip this.
丽莎打那个是12秒力量。
但你这是底线呢，你这一点不像。
I mean, the main thing is get it out, right? Okay. You got it.
Yep. A little inside roll. Yep.
So it's fairly long guard. Should be able to get at the blue one here. That's makes it quite open. I'd like to drive this blue one maybe in between those two yellow rocks. Corey Christensen.
Ball.
Just jams on the back one, but she gets a pretty good roll. Behind the guard, in front of the tee line.
Nice job. Yeah, I don't think we could have gotten both the roll and the
So they were looking for the roll.
Had to get one of them. I think so. Maybe we'd have a double then.
行，行，好，
Let's see.
加油！
Pretty well buried. Wang can only come down and maybe tap it back. Good shot in front of her.
I missed it, but it looked good. Maybe it was, I mean, yeah, it was board weight, yeah.
2009 world champion.
Wide.
Bronze medalist in the 2010 Winter Olympic Games. So she moves it off the forefoot and rolls away, sitting second and third shots. Christensen can either draw a second one in behind the guard or
Do that too. Because we throw the double, they throw this double. No, they draw, I'm sorry.
Double's difficult
You got it.
without losing the shooter. I guess they're not worried about that. They could put pressure on Wang and draw a second one in there.
Okay.
Sit two behind the guard. Going for the double instead. She needs to get it on the outside a bit, just off the center. It only gets the one. And that will leave Wang a hit on the yellow for two. Very defensive there on part of Christensen. He was worried probably about not making that draw. Had a good opportunity.
That was a good end.
Not making the double now will allow the Chinese to score two in this end. Wang needs to come down, remove that yellow rock. And stay right there. It's half open. Should be fairly easily accessible. Quiet, control weight. Called them on early, but not quite sure now they're sweeping for curl. Do roll a bit, and it rolls too much. So only one. A little too early on the sweep. Chinese end up taking only one. Fortunate for the Americans there, as the score after 3 ends of play is now 2-1 for Team Wang.
Yeah, we're controlling the ends. I think we're controlling it also. Yeah. Good. Good job. We were playing well.
Yeah. 我出来喊11秒5，12秒，感觉力量还行。 是我知道，但是那个线吧，我感觉还可以。它
Jen, just go like this.
人的第一
Just have like a little
第一个
flick.
球的时候，啪是
It's gone. No. I was in Lethbridge with him. He was working there. No. Maybe similar hair.
He's telling me about my flick.
Yeah, no problem.
一曲这个量小，没送好这个。
下楼 OK 啊，只是力量。OK， 下楼 OK， 只是力量。可以下线啊。OK， 只是力量。
3、4了。
进阳就6血。哦，进阳6血。没事。
力量太大。
Let's go, Jenna.
太难了。右半这是出了反了。我右半出了。
2, 3, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3.
We're into the fourth end of the Stockholm Ladies Curling Cup
3.
here in Sweden.
2.
Seeing the match
3.
between
3.
Wang Binyu from China and Corey Christensen from USA. Team based in Minnesota.
3局。
Good throw.
我再稍微少点。
And the young teams came out of juniors a couple of years ago.
Got a 414 on
And
it.
against the
What'd you get on
veteran
it?
Wang,
收点了吗？表演点。
94.
one
Yeah,
of the
just
top
makes
teams
sense.
in the world for the last decade or so.
下线，全力
Ranked 17th on the world team ranking, order of merit. Christensen ranked a respectable 39th.
哎，咋整的呀？
That's a very long guard.
Rolling here, or do you like all the way over?
And it's
All the way over.
not
I like
on
all the
right
way over.
line either.
Okay.
Want to ask to throw like a 10-5?
Throw a 10-5 then.
Oh, perfect. Good.
10-5, meaning how heavy the takeout should be, and then 10 and a half seconds from hog line to hog line.
，Good throw. Nice weight.
正常。还是大一点力量。正常还是大一点力量。
I think when we're just trying to get him rolls, maybe just leave your broom down cleaning. Because she was like close to the line.
行，顺着。
So bring it up. Just have your broom down close. Just like clean. Have like 4 hours quick this week.
哇！
Just past the long guard, just past both of the guards, and managed to get, wow, there was not a lot of room between either one of those.
好家伙，贴着2个边儿过。2个泡好，那个差一点，那个也差一点。贴2个边儿，贴2个边儿。
那就是穿过来的，真是贴边过。
Let's do it, eh? Here we go.
To see how it just gets past the blue one and misses the yellow one. There was really not a lot of room between those two. And again, real close on both guards. Hits and rolls. Although the out turn was a little bit easier, had a little more room than the in turn the Chinese just played. It's curling away from that short guard.
Good throw. It's kind of going out.
Take the hit and roll away. Christensen can now try and use that center guard. Although it's very long.
Got 27. You want me dead?
I also hate you.
加油！8秒5啊！哦。
Yep.
Good throw.
这就插上去，纯插上去。
还行，那边能擦得住，就过泡着玩吧。
This time they didn't miss the guard. Ended up removing their own guard up front. Blue rock is still there. It's a very long guard. It's not much use to trying to hide behind. It's very easily get around it.
15秒就行。
行。
CHN. Knee and turn draw, trying to get behind the guard, get into the forefoot. Lots of room. Doesn't have enough weight. A little bit short.
Just about that.
Should be able to make the double.
High guard.
Good throw the double.
Yeah.
You have to hit it about here.
That's what I have.
You have it?
Yeah, I have that.
Okay. Guess if you get the guard, that's all right. Heel.
Okay. Playing it tight.
Okay.
And she does end up hitting the guard.
Good calls.
So it should curl enough that Biddy can get around the rocks in the top of the 12-foot and try and hide behind them.
周安姐那个旋转
Needs
稍
to
微有点
get
多，
really
然后
close
后
past
来就感觉有一点
those
减
two
了，会
rocks, or that
15秒
one rock in the center.
14秒50，你要是选的话14秒5，15秒，我俩猜一猜。
加油！
加油！
Sweeping it for line and weight. And it does come up a little short. Line looked pretty
He
good.
didn't nose, they all could go. But we'd leave the center guard.
感觉场地好像是有点降速。
Pretty good. Right?
I mean, yeah, because the thing is, if we do try to hit them all, we're going to leave a center guard and they're going to come under.
Christensen can do the same thing here,
Yeah,
try and
draw.
draw behind.
You like that?
Yeah, I like going up here, right?
Yeah.
A little higher. Yeah. You got it.
Needs to take a little more ice, go out into a bit of a unplayed section. Need to be aware of that. Some fresh ice out there.
Maybe like halfway to 4 foot.
Okay, same speed on this side.
Team indicating to her that they seem to think the speed is the same out there. Really coming hard at the end.
Good sweep.
Don't think she's fully buried though.
Good throw.
Half open.
15.
Try to see all of it.
那周安姐那个呢？
周安姐那个她是正常，就是她就是她整体这样都小。
行，加油！
加油！
You have your draw weight.
So Wang's last rock here, she'll just try and remove this yellow counter. Maybe stay there, maybe get a little bit of a roll to the inside. She can. Try and make that last rock for Christensen difficult.
11秒，11秒5，11秒，不要大一点，医生，
Gets the nose hit. So that's what Christensen will have to do. Get that nose hit and stay.
I don't mind board, just 'cause it's a bit more predictable on curl.
Chinese are sitting with 3 counters.
Right there with the board.
You got it.
Last rock here in the 4th end for American team. Looking at 3 Chinese counters. She needs to hit the rock in the 4-foot and stay there.
You got it, Corey.
Roll a little bit to the left if she has to, but she certainly doesn't want to touch any of the front. And she doesn't want to roll away completely.
Board. Close. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Close. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah.
That's sounding pretty good.
Hard.
Yes, no, yes.
You're good.
There you go.
Good job.
Good clean shot
1.
for Christensen here in the 4th against 3 Chinese rocks. Makes her 1.
Good shot.
And after 4 ends of play, halfway point, this game is all tied up at 1 apiece. They're at 2
Nice
apiece.
job. Yeah, good throw.
And the hammer goes back to Wang in the 5th end.
5th end already. Yeah, this game's going quick. We're playing good.
Okay.
但是那个速度不一样。你看，你像是我第一个投的，感觉出来之后也没有那么小，然后后来就不行。然后我们碧玉姐投这个，一开始也还行，没想到连赢都没进来，还稍微有点降速哈。那虽然说秒数那些，但是蹬的感觉不一样。哎，你嘴这块这小疤了咋整的？
我弟给我挠的，我姑家的弟，我挠。吃羊串哪？吃羊汤。我第2局、第3局的时候就这样，
上厕所你只有女生点。
2, 2,
3. Got some room. 3. Got some room still. Whoa, take a look.
3.
And we're coming to you live from the Dunderee Curling Arena here, just north of Stockholm, Sweden. We're here in the quarterfinals of the Stockholm Ladies Curling Cup. My name is Armin Harder. We've got 4 games going on out there in the quarterfinals. 20 teams started. We're down to the last 8. Knockout from here. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock we'll be showing a semi-final game. And then on at 1 o'clock local time we will have the final. Hasselberg, defending champion of this event last year and #1 ranked team in the world. They're up 2-1 over Sidorova after 3 ends of play.
Okay, let's capitalize here.
Kim from Korea is
You got this.
up 2-1 after 3 ends over Tirensoni from Switzerland. Pat's Switzerland, Jackson, Scotland. They're all tied up at 3 each after 4 ends of play. And our game, of course, is all tied up at 2 each as Jenna Martin plays her second rock here in the 5th end. Looking to draw around the center guard she put up. Chinese have the hammer in this 5th end. Oh, this is over curling. And it turns out to be another center guard.
Sorry.
Marking E.
下线啊，要擦可以下线。OK， 下路 OK， 只是力量。6、7、6、OK， 5、5、7、6。下线呢？OK， 6、7，OK， 下线要。
Shoot, Tay.
两侧下的都好慢呢，下不来。14秒5。
Hack weight.
这14秒5的这个。
当然我蹬的不是
Hey,
14
thanks.
秒5，上完比赛正常场地14秒5。
They get a delivered cup of coffee, isn't that nice?
Hack! Hack! Hard! Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Okay, nice throw, Jake.
Good. Good weight.
Good. 底线力量就行，他都不用出去，底线力量就可以啊。13秒5力量。
13秒5。OK。
Nice throw, Tay. No, it was good.
Good.
底线上板，
前点小踩踩。
底线上板，
前点小踩踩。
底线上板，下线，周岩，力量线，踩往前嗨，全力 yes，
踩踩 hard。
OK，
Tried to roll it away from the middle a bit. It just didn't roll that far, but this is probably all right for Christensen.
Huh? Where do you want to roll?
Under.
She said same weight.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Same weight, hack, yeah.
You got it.
我还感觉脸有点小。那你看走的线，我就感觉要
Forward.
Forward plus. Forward plus. Yes. Forward plus. Yes.
Might get a nice roll, and it does.
Chest throw.
Nice job.
Shot there.
先找一个。
Good. There you go. Good shot.
他们那营里都找。
Good job.
So Betty asking her third to open it up. And second.
踩踩。我。
Once they hit it on the right-hand side and move it on the left-hand side, move them out, and she clears out the front pretty well.
Okay.
Needed to hit that just thin enough. Anything fuller, and one of those guards would stay there. Yeah, you can see here, nice clearing job there.
I don't mind a little bit more over to guard it so they don't hit and roll into the corner.
Yeah, we can finish it today.
Okay, I have a 20. Stop just in time.
Yeah.
Lydia's good on it. I gave it some too.
Gets just moves it closer to the button. It's not really that good a rock.
Yeah. Pull 8
She
foot.
left a nice guard there too for the
Yep.
Americans. You can see
Okay, a
it's
little bit
fully
more.
covered. So I'm gonna try and get a second one in there. So A little bit of pressure here now from the American side onto the Chinese. Want to get fully behind that guard, not end up leaving a double by angling them. Legs. Weight's starting to look better. Oh, that's nice close by the guard. Oh, beauty shot.
Good job. Good sweep.
Very nice. Good line up there.
Thanks. Good calls.
Had a straight run back here to get out of trouble for the Chinese.
Surprised that went that fast. Yeah.
Liu Yang, big shot here. This has looked like it's running pretty straight. A lot of rotation on that rock. Clears the guard.
Yeah.
And Christensen will just be looking to put that guard right back on again.
Yeah.
I have you right here. Maybe take a little more.
Okay. Yeah, because they can finish it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Pro side is under curling.
Yeah, because that's the double that way, but then they also have that too.
You want it right on center or a little over? A little over.
Let's do it. Yeah. Two. Wall line. Two. Easy, girl. Go ahead. Gotta go. Yep. Hard. Don't switch. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Good throw.
That's a pretty good line on that.
I thought they were telling us to switch back. Very nice.
I just felt like I popped it a little bit. That's why I wanted to switch.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, nice spot.
还是球中间的厉害的让再找一个。
Can you turn my mic off? Because I'm just going to run to the bathroom after this end.
Yeah.
Wang will try and run that yellow one straight back and hopefully clear out one or two of those rocks. He's under a bit of pressure here.
Okay.
Fine shooting by the Americans. Oh, she gets it straight back on the nose. Does move it off the forefoot. That's not a bad result.
他有点地方能投。太正了哈。No, I like that.
Break up the line.
Probably see about half of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we just have to draw this way. Try to get
I don't-
there.
Yeah.
Does leave the guard up front.
We could.
Close enough that we can get your nose on it, so let's just do that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we should be able to get there. Yeah. That's where we had you for the guard, yeah. That should be close.
Do you wait?
You got it.
Like
The tap? Yeah. Just throwing like T-line?
Huh?
Just throwing T-line?
So it looks like Christensen wants to come down, come around the blue guard and tap her yellow rock back closer to the center. And we see the indication there from the third.
15.
Just come around that blue, tap the yellow back, get it into the forefoot, and make that shot difficult for Wang.
Where is it?
6.
Room.
6, 7.
Lots of room. Close.
6.
Whoa. Close.
6, 7.
Whoa.
7.
Whoa. No, it's already on it. It's already on it.
8.
Go, Jenna. Go, Jenna. Yep. I got it.
Nice.
A little prefer to get to that a little more to the face and move it a little more into the forefoot. But it's a pretty good shot.
Good call.
Wang will need to have
What?
full forefoot.
Oh, yeah.
Get into that VW signal. It's a little more than VW sign. Get into that forefoot.
他
Full
刚才
in
投的这个14秒
14秒5。加油。
make her one.
稍微滑一点，稍微涩一点。
稍微
稍微碎一点。
这边投的一样的力量，跟
啊
这。边投的一样的力量。
跟你刚才那个投的那个不行，你刚才那个
我知道，就是同样
差不多
上色投的这样。
对，差不多。加油。
14秒5。
节点稍微往外一点点。
14秒，14秒5。我刚才那个14秒，14秒5 ，OK。
我大人，快进去。
The last rock here in the fifth. Wang under a bit of pressure. Needs to outdraw the Americans. She gets past it. Will she stop in time? Steal one. And looks like just one. Just hangs on at the end enough to outcount the top yellow one. By all indications. Steal of one for Christensen in the fifth. And that will give the Americans a 3-2 lead over Team Wang from China.
没问题，但是就是最后的时候还没判断出来，太慢了，不着急。出来的时候可以干，到最后的时候该交流还是交流，该判断还是判断。对，不是说交流14秒、14秒5的问题，而是到最后还没判断出来这块黄，就是还那个力量不够，所以就判断冷静，先报曲，不着急，然后这局所谓给他1分，就当导先好手，来1、2，加油，说曲线，改变曲，
这哪还是这块
14秒。
除了喊那个18，你听见了吗？你？听啊。我这音量够了。那边摔还行，挺滑的。我想着奔那14秒5差不多擦一擦还可以。
我14秒5行。
我之前那个投的那个，这局投的那个圆形的那个14秒的。
不知道有多少秒。
我记得人家
啊，麦色那是14秒5，
我没说，
那是14秒5的力量。
我不知道。
他问了那个往那边投的第一个球。
我记得是
Sixth end here at the
14秒5。
Stockholm Ladies Curling Cup from Stockholm, Sweden. We've got Bin Wang of China against Corey Christensen, USA. Good end there by the Americans, stealing one in the fifth to take the lead.
16秒。
加油！ 23，
线路 OK， 2区3区可以。
23，
OK， 线路 OK， 2区3区可以啊。
3，
OK，
23，
OK 5。
3，
OK，
2区。
OK， 踩 L。 OK， 好是。
OK， 小边还挺滑的哈。
边上滑，因为它那个。
Yeah. I can get there, right?
Yeah, same turn. Seven, 8, 8, 9, 7, 8, 7, 8.
Taylor. Yep, go
Go
Taylor.
Tay. Go
Yep,
Tay.
Martin.
Go Tay.
Whoa.
Okay, good, Jenna.
Good job.
4.5。
Good throw.
OK， 稍微顶点线啊。稍微顶点线。OK， 顶点线。
7区。
OK，
7、8。
5。
8区6了。7、
OK。
7、6。
Nice draw around the corner guard here.
在线了。
OK。
Let's go Tay.
好吃。
I think Christensen will
Feels
take the
fine.
guard.
You got it, Tay. You're good,
Oh,
Tay.
that's fully buried. Yeah.
Heel.
Well, it's unfortunate she cut the center guard too. She opened up her own. See now that shot rock is exposed and that yellow one rolled over to
10秒打手了去。
the corner. So a great opportunity here for the Chinese to hit that yellow one and roll behind that yellow guard. Instead of try and make their two.
23。
Oh, this overcurled. Big mistake.
出手不好吧？
Golden opportunity for the Chinese to set up for two.
出来出手不好。
Good miss.
9-5.
Christensen, of course, can now make a play at that other Chinese counter.
9-5.
10. 10.
9-5.
9-5. 9-5. Good throws. We get 9-5 there.
OK。全底。
4.5。
Good job.
定打甩都可以啊。嗯，
加油。Yeah, forward. Yeah, it's sliding.
顺时逆时，
My bad.
顺时
No
吧，
worries.
顺
Put it
时，
out.
顺时。
A little out. I got 12. So I felt like the weight was okay. I just set it out. Yeah.
You like a 9.5?
Yeah. You got this one. 9.5.
Go, China, go, go, go.
我感觉你俩好像非常对。
Good sweep, guys. Okay. 加油。Just down there.
刚才力量，行，可以。10秒，比刚才力量大一点。
So Yang trying to sit for 2. Gets the nose hit.
You like the double?
Blue is now hitting 2.
You can't really roll.
Yeah.
Christensen can try and hit and roll in behind the guard. Or try the double.
You got it.
Double?
Yep. What weight?
And that's what she's going to do.
Yep.
Hit that blue one, she'll lose her shooter. And drive that blue one back on an angle. You see Anderson taking a good look at the angle to make sure she hits it in the right spot. She doesn't want to jam it on the back.
I'm gonna throw peel, Sarah.
看见了。
Okay.
That same ice.
Shooting it right away. She hits one, oh, just misses the back. Nice attempt. Wang can now draw in behind the guard and sit 2.
That was close.
Covered.
选一个到5区，好，大家勤看着点。
近一点就行。
对，咱俩这个15秒差不多应该。
She didn't miss it by much.
只有15秒。
See it here.
再选一个。
Just
行，
curled.
选一个。
A little too much.
在5区这一块儿，
最好是在前区，对吧
5区那块儿就行，
前区对，不用全长。
就这样就行。
都是他打
15秒，
看这边15秒。
对，这块15秒，加油。
这样还是挺。
对，这块还滑。
加油！
to be around the guard and full in the 8 foot in the white in order to out count those American rocks. This looks like it might over curl. Curl at the other side.
Probably that double.
Christensen might have the double going the other way now. It just curled too much. It was a little heavy too.
You got it.
She's just drawing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a tight double. It could be
You
there,
got
but
this.
I think she's afraid of hitting that guard, so she's going to play the out turn and draw in front of those.
Right.
Last rock here in the 6th for the American team. Looking at 2 Chinese counters. Chinese have the last rock in this end. She needs to get in front of that, in behind the guard. Maybe locked onto one of those back ones.
Yeah. Where?
8, 9.
Whoa!
8, 7.
Close! Whoa! Room! Where is it? Right here! Right here, guys! Room! Yep.
Whoa. Good shot.
That's a nice shot. It certainly takes those 2 blue out of the play. It certainly looks that way. I don't know if she can get at
Good
that.
throw.
Make 2.
I just wanted to make sure we didn't just bump and roll.
No,
Good throw.
no chance.
Got a 14-9
Wang
on it.
forced to draw and take her 1 point. Good shot
Nice
there by
force.
Christensen.
上面那2就行。加油。
I feel like we're really controlling the strategy at the ends, you know? So good job. Yeah. Now 15-1.
磕一下，线不大好，磕一下。
And she's just come down to the yellow one.
1.
Good shot there by Wang. Takes her 1 here in the 6th end. So, and we're all tied up after 6 ends of play at 3 each.
Nice force. Really nice draw there.
Christensen takes that all important hammer into the 7th.
加油！
正好倒过来了。
Like the tick?
Yeah.
Alright, so.
You've been throwing them good.
No, that is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it, guys.
Got it.
Can do it. Strong last 2. Jenna.
What?
Oh.
Oh, I see.
Good. Good force.
It's
a nice draw by Corey.
3区。
I personally can throw better last year, but I'm just struggling.
We're back in the 7th. 2 more ends. 8 end games
I'm
here
like
on the
sliding
World Curling
right
Tour.
and I'm just like, doesn't my release.
Christensen has control with the hammer. Chinese will try and force the Americans into taking 1. To get that hammer back for the last end.
What is it?
Card goes up. This looks like a soft peel. Just try and move that guard off the center line.
Back line. Hack. Hack. Back line.
You can move that guard around, you just can't remove it from play. The first two guards. And of course that'll change next year with the 5-rock rule coming in. And there's a perfect soft peel, a nice split.
Nice throw.
Opens up the middle. That's what the Americans want to keep that middle open.
Nice sweep.
Watching G with her last rock here in the 7th end. Trying to put up another center guard.
Here we go.
My weight was okay.
Yeah, your weight was good. Same weight. A little less. Hack. Hack. Hack.
Sarah?
And this doesn't curl quite enough. So I'm just going to make sure it goes out the back. It doesn't become a hindrance later on in the end.
Okay.
And the Chinese have their guard in play.
Good throw.
14秒15秒。
4秒5。
14秒5。
You did too. Okay, let's get some peels today going.
Liu Jinli trying to draw that behind that guard into the forefoot.
Okay, where was it? Under my vest.
The line looks pretty good. Needed to be a little closer to the forefoot. But Christensen, of course, going to go take that guard off.
Good peel. Nice throw. Nice throw, Tay.
As we watch the Chinese put that center guard back up again. Quick review of what's going on in the other games. Hasselborg is up 4-3 over Sidorova after 6 ends of play. And Sidorova has, no, Hasselborg has the hammer, so up 1 with the hammer, so in the 7th. Tirensoni makes 2 in the 5th. They're down 1. Our score 4-3. Kim is leading.
Good calls.
Kim has the hammer in the 6th with a 1-point lead over Tirensoni. Pats, you can't see the scoreboard. People are standing in the way. I'll get that to you shortly.
16秒。行，16秒。
Nice job.
And we're down to the last 8 teams here. Quarterfinals slowly coming to a close. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock we'll have one of the semifinal games. 9 o'clock Swedish time, of course. Good job here by the Chinese replacing those guards.
Not very close.
Sarah Anderson once again removing that center guard. Chinese will keep trying to put that guard back up again, try and get in perfect spot, and at the end they'll be hoping that Christensen will be forced to draw. Christensen will be wanting to blank this end and keep the hammer going into the last end. Pats is up 6-3 after 6 ends over Jackson from Scotland.
I think we throw it double, right?
You like going for the run?
Yeah.
I like that.
Sit. Okay, I'm gonna throw a peel up on this. Yep.
It on the jams both of them. She wanted to get off a little bit off the line. Leaves the center guard. And that blue one in the top of the 12.
Tight.
进不来。
这局要就打成0-0了。要是季莹他打双飞，然后再打他的话，就打成0-0。旋进，
旋进啊！
看他能不能打出来。
行，
顺着选一个是吧？
啊，旋进。
行，给他提线上就行。
旋进、传进其实差不太多。
旋进我觉得好一点。
旋进呢，空隙。
上半一半够吗？
上半是这块。
14秒55秒。
对，14秒55秒。
Wang looking at drawing on the intern side, on our right side picture, on that yellow guard. Try and get into the forefoot.
14秒5，15秒就行。这块没有减速，对方，他们对方投了一个这边。加油！
Over curling. Leaves another guard up front.
You like running it?
Run it.
I think so.
We run it?
Yeah.
It's either that or the draw.
If we run it, she's coming under this.
So we run it. Our shooter will roll a little bit that way. We'll sit top 12. Mm.
It's like running it?
That was my first thought.
Or draw.
I don't mind it.
Yeah. Want to call timeout?
Sure. So, I mean, let's say we make the run.
And the yellow would.
We'd sit here. This one would roll here. If we,
It's just even if we make the run perfectly, she's still gonna have something to draw in there.
and then we play hack at it either way.
Yeah.
And then if let's say if we just end up peeling it, she's gonna probably draw here.
Draw around.
If we do that, then she just draws under.
The open draw.
I kind of just like it because this opens up the center a little bit.
Huh?
I like this because it kind of
We're gonna
opens
get
up the center. If you have to make a
Timeout
play at
called
it.
here by the
Draw now,
Americans
then
to
she
get
can
some
run it and
coaching help. What to do? Critical situation here.
Or even if we draw now, she freezes. We're forced to one.
Americans obviously don't want to be forced.
And you've been throwing these runs real good.
They would prefer a blank.
Kind of the run?
And here we see
Yeah, I guess
Phil
I do have. Yeah.
Drobnik.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, even if we make it perfectly, she's still got stuff to draw on there.
So you got 3 quarters, right?
Yeah.
So if you play 4, 3 quarters, you roll to the win.
Yeah.
Still might draw on it, but it gives you a chance to get your deuce.
Right.
If for any reason it curls up, you might split both yellows in and you might have a shot for something.
Okay.
So the worst case scenario, if you play board, we're going to give up 1.
Yeah.
You
Sure.
know? And we've got an opportunity to score 2 depending on, or the blank is even worth it.
Yep.
So probably a board weight shot. If you can get as close to the nose as you can, especially so they can't roll on.
Great.
But
Yep.
rolling all the way over is really good.
I like that.
So, is it main goal to roll as close to center or roll out? Close. Okay. Roll out. Okay. Forward?
Yep.
Okay, you got this.
So they're going to take a pass on at this blue rock, try and remove it from play.
Board up! Yep, yep! Yep! Hard! Board! Whoa, yep, yep! Yep! Hard! Board! Hard! Hard! Yep! Hard! Hard! Yep, yep!
They're going to get past the guard, and they do.
Really good sweep. Nice sweep.
Good throw.
Good call.
Yeah. 12-18, good weight, and it still curled a lot there. It looked, it was hack, but it was good. Okay. Yeah, because they can't hit it and be in the ring. Yeah.
So Wang will try and draw
Yeah,
around
we have
that
so many runs.
on those
That
guards.
one,
And
Yeah.
get into the 4-foot.
I'm gonna watch Lauren.
cut by the guards. Now she has to get deep into the. Pretty nicely swept.
我感觉出来还行，但是后来有点减速了。
他感觉跑不了，
对，
14秒，
大有点。
这会儿的下太大了。
这刚开始还可以哈，后来
是等等线，然后就感觉差不多，然后一半
我刚要下线擦，但我感觉好像就不行了。后来我忘了换了，但是好像一下就觉得有点不行，后来完了好像就不行。
So this is what we heard in the coaching timeout.
This run we
Worst
probably
case is that
maybe
they give up
stick around.
one, but it means they still have the hammer
Yeah.
in the last.
This one we probably won't stick around.
Yeah.
She's looking at the longer yellow one
think
to
I like
hit
it
on the
better than
nose to
drop,
make
right?
2.
Yeah, because rather be down one with than up one without.
刚开始走的后外还行，完了这把整大了，可能不下了。
I mean, just off nose.
完了就不行了，感觉就我去，这波进营不能
Like a 9.5? Or 9?
I like a 9.
We want to stick around, so
Yeah.
I don't want to throw peel.
Yeah.
So she's playing the longer one,
I do. Yeah.
raise it
What
back
turn
on
do
the
you
blue
like?
and possibly make
Okay.
2. In the worst case, she said she'd only give up 1.
Just
but
on
she
this
keeps
line.
the hammer going in the last end.
You got it, Corey.
Playing the other one,
I like a 9.
there's the danger of the jam and taking one. And she's definitely, that's the last option she wants, is to take one. She'd rather give up one than take one. Wants to keep that hammer in the last end or go up 2 here. Either one. Looking pretty close. Oh, nice shot. Takes her 2. Great shot by Christensen here in the
Nice
7th.
job.
Good calls.
Thanks.
Makes her 2
Nice
points.
job.
And goes up 5 to 3. The Chinese now get the hammer. They're down
Yeah.
2.
So, top 4, top 12?
Nice raise
This place is
takeout
good.
here.
Nice clean on the peels.
Just past the yellow.
Okay,
Let's do it.
Perfect shot.
我说选，
刚才他那个是多少？
我说你冰雨姐那个15秒。我说了，我说你是选啥？真是选啥？
Yeah.
都是贴边儿贴边儿，这也贴边儿。
Yeah, good communication on the weight. But it needed because you set it out a little.
只要看劲儿不够了，就别换刷子了，就顶了。能近一点是一
是
点。
我看他过了之后，他上我这边的了，然后我寻思我就不换了，我再给他挤没碰球。
不行，我怕啥？我怕一抬力上就一下就尖起来，
对对对，
就别抬刷子。
就直接整了。
8, 9, 9, 8.
Going down good right here.
8, 7,
Easy.
7,
Really moving now. 6.
6.
Right here. Make it good. Yep, come on. Yep. Sorry, Cora. Okay.
14-7. Slowing down a little.
16秒。
Good throw.
6秒。
I think it's just slowing down a little.
Yeah, I thought it was.
So we're in the last end of play here at the Stockholm Ladies Curling Cup. Winner of this game moves on to the semifinals.
Really heavy because I was
Tomorrow morning at 9, the loser
Fighting century.
is finished.
Good sweep. What happened?
USA definitely having
No, you're fine.
进不去，进不去，进不去。
control with a 2-point lead here in the last end.
Sorry.
And that rock sliding into the rings.
Peeling it.
It's not a great shot for the Chinese. They needed a guard. They need to make
Yeah, I don't mind peeling.
At least
Do you like
two
just peeling it out?
What's that?
Peel it out.
to force an extra end.
Time, yeah.
Other turn.
Do like other turn. Okay. Sorry.
You got it.
Peel? Yeah. Okay.
Lots of room. Go. Good throw.
Down.
So Pats is in the semifinal.
Every time.
Swiss team defeats
Because I like that.
Scottish team Jackson.
Good throw.
Good showing by the young Scottish team though. Making the quarterfinals in this competition. Fleming, who was runner-up last year at this event, didn't qualify. Tough competition here. Great teams. 6 teams from Asia making the trip.
You got this.
3 Japanese teams. None of them made it to the quarterfinals. 2 Chinese and 1 Korean team. Koreans are pretty well in control of the game against Tiransoni. They've got a 6-3 lead over Tiransoni after 6 ends of play.
Good throw.
Okay.
Nice job.
Go save it.
Hasselberg also, after 7 ends, 6-3 lead over Sidorova. That #1 ranked team in the world just keeps rolling.
Peel. Good calls. Thanks.
Sarah Anderson trying to remove this Chinese. He just gets enough of it. So no guards in play. Not looking very good for Team Wang.
Thanks.
14秒5。
4秒啊，14秒5。
那也行。
全都底区10区。
行。
Gonna try and draw behind to the back of the house. Try and maybe change this game a little bit. Obviously, Christensen team doing a great job at running the guards. Come into the house now, come behind the tee line.
7番
This ends up to be a guard anyways.
压懂事儿了，谁压懂事儿？
这一点线没问题，下完再给2支。
主要好像挺大，对我感觉这样挺大的，转过去以后。
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Yep. Yep. Hard to the yep.
Nice job.
And has enough to roll out and hit the boards.
Thanks. Good calls. Down. Nice and clean.
This is the one she wanted with the last. Actually, she wanted to be back of the house, a little bit behind cover. This is laying too far open. And it's in front of the tee line.
这滑的点大了，对。
它这送的有点太
滑的点有点大，
这滑有点小，然后就给可大一把了。
Good solid performance here by the American team. Corey Christensen plays her first rock here in the last end.
Sweep.
So Wang has 2 rocks left. Christensen has 1. And Wang needs 2 points to force an extra end.
我感觉咱粘的话，他那粘也行，粘的话，然后他肯定是打了的，冲了。
冲的话，这边的话应该是个前半球吧。
粘一个。 粘这个，
粘这块的话，
叫暂停，
还是按你刚才那个来
旋，然后让他找，
然后让他找，这样他往那儿投或者往哪儿投的话，也可以找双飞。是。这点是。
13秒5。郑妍姐刚才那个多少？
多少没下着
？13秒5，14秒啊！13秒5，不能14秒。真的吗？13秒5。
哦。
加油！
哎，这是咋了？
加油！ So I won't sweep it then. Just a little bit closer.
So Wang trying to draw around that yellow rock in the front of the 8-foot. Try to get behind cover. Try and lay shot. Looks pretty open. Finish enough.
You got it.
The last rock for Christensen here in this 8th end. All she needs to do is remove that blue rock. It is partially covered. Just needs to pick it out of the house, remove it out of play, and she's won this game and won a berth into the semifinals tomorrow morning. Rock's underway. Sweeping it. She's going to get past the front one. And she does. Picks out the blue one. And victory for the
Good game.
American team.
Yeah.
Well played. Good showing by Wang and her Chinese team qualifying here.
Nice job. Good game. They come out strong.
And the Americans should be very satisfied with the way they played.
That was good.
Good solid performance.
Good game.
And the final score is 5-3. And that Christensen will be in the semifinals tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And we'll be back here at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning at the Stockholm Ladies Curling Cup with semifinal action. We hope you enjoyed this game, and we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Looking for final results. See who's in the playoffs, who's in the semifinals. Go to worldcurl.com. Check all the results, and of course all the other tournaments going around at the World Curling Tour this weekend. There's a whole lot of them. And we hope to see you back at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And for me, Armin Harder, thank you very much for watching in. Hope you enjoyed the game, and wish everybody a good day or a good night wherever you are.